LA County Supervisor is expected to approve a legal settlement today in connection with the death of a boy from Lancaster. This happened a few years ago, 4 years ago. Prosecutors have said that Anthony Avalos was tortured by his mother and her boyfriend. Family's lawsuit claimed the abuse continued despite multiple calls to social workers and other county officials. Anthony's mother and her boyfriend awaiting trial and could get life in prison if convicted of all the charges against them. Let's see, for your drive this morning, Jen's been tracking things on the west side. You know, the vice president was on the move, so that kind of fouled things up. She'll tell you more. And also just a reminder that our timeline contest is coming up a little bit later this morning. Just a reminder for that. 8:53 is when you can tune in and you have a chance at winning a pair of tickets to go see Blink 182 at the Bank of California Stadium coming up next June. So stay with us here on LA's Morning News, because there's more coming up. 8:11.
Long Beach, listen up. Hear the voices you trust on KNX News 97.1 FM.
If dog people made dog food, it definitely wouldn't look like dusty, burnt brown pebbles. Ugh. It would actually be food. It would be made with real, fresh meat and veggies, gently cooked to preserve their nutritional value. You know, like food. The Farmer's Dog was created by dog people who cook and deliver fresh, healthy food. Try the Farmer's Dog and get fresh, pre-portioned meals tailored to your dog's needs. Tell us about your dog, build your plan, and get 50% off at thefarmersdog.com/radio. It's thefarmersdog.com/radio.
What's up, everybody? Guess who's hosting a new podcast? No Mercy with Stephen A. Smith. Listen as I pull back the curtain on everything beyond the world of sports, interviewing influential guests, outspoken celebrities, and thought leaders across the political, financial, and social spectrum. You know me. I'll give you my unbiased opinion. A No Mercy episode Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. No Mercy with Stephen A. Smith, a presentation of Cadence 13 and Odyssey Studio, available on the Odyssey app or where podcast.
Everyone, Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Finally got a new helmet.
I did. Bought it cheap online. Follow me. We'll turn off here.
I'm right behind you.
Watch the cars. They can be crazy.
Hey, no! Are you okay? Somebody do something!
Was this young man hit by a car?
Yes, and his helmet is smashed.
It's a brand new helmet.
It's probably... Fakes cause real harm. You're smart, buy smart. Brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council and the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office.
Gorgeous gaming, stunning streams, unbelievable bandwidth. It's another Lifestyles of Gagillionaires. Meet the AT&T fiber customers winning at life with hyper gig speeds. Meet Gagillionaire Terry. While his love of streaming horror movies has him constantly on the edge of his seat, his internet bill won't give him a scare.
Oh, don't go in there. I'm telling you.
Because since Terry upgraded to AT&T fiber with hyper gig speeds, he doesn't worry about data caps or equipment fees.
Come on, for a reason.
And best yet, he also doesn't stress about a price increase at 12 months, because with the amazing Gagillionaire lifestyle comes an exquisite tranquility.
Ah!
Most of the time. Live like a Gagillionaire. Get straightforward pricing with AT&T fiber. Internet that upgrades everything. No data caps, no equipment fees, and no price increase at 12 months.
Limited availability in select areas. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
Looking for stories about the Black community until, I don't know, February? Then check out Beyond Black History Month, the podcast that tells inclusive stories year-round. Like how today's labor movement is connected to the civil rights movement, and why Black neighborhoods keep getting hit with water crisis after water crisis.
We're still being charged for water that we can't.
Listen and subscribe to Beyond Black History Month on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Check back in on your ride home.
Or anytime on the free Odyssey app.
If it matters to you.
It's on KNX News, 97.1 FM.
It's 8:14. I'm Mike Simpson.
And I'm Vicki Moore. Good morning. I'll tell you what's coming up here on LA's Morning News.
Nova County Sheriff, LA County Sheriff Villanueva, facing another lawsuit. This time it's from one of his...
I'm Bloomberg's Tom Busby. Stocks are higher, but oil prices sharply lower. I'll tell you why. Your money at 8:20.
Use a hair straightener with unique need to hear about that. And what's going on at LA City Hall today? Something new.
And to the roads now at 8:15, brought to you by Vanguard University. Jennifer York.
All right, so we just got so much going on here. All right, so Kamala Harris on the move to get her flight at 8:20 out of LAX. They stopped everybody. She got on the 405 at sunset coming out of the Brentwood area, so all the service. So things look a little bit better now on that southbound 405. So things are moving through the Sepulveda Pass. You were stuck down to Sunset. That's not the case anymore. You're moving. I sound like a cow. You're moving. But there's still a backup all the way to Roscoe on that southbound 405. There's also a stickler issued for the Devonshire off-ramp. There's a car that's like teetering on a K-rail or something there, so they blocked the Nordoff off-ramp. Let's go to Scotty's Flying in the Southern California Toyota dealer, Sky 3.
Okay, checking out the 170 here. We do have a closure of the ramp from the southbound side of the 101 for some kind of, look like maybe they're doing line work or some kind of landscaping, so that's going to back you up on the 170 southbound. Out of North Hollywood, looks like as far back as Victory Boulevard, and more slowing from Santa Monica Boulevard heading down toward the 4-level interchange.
Yeah, that's huge to shut down Highland off-ramp. So I'm looking at Vine and Gower for you. They're not too bad. Those are going to be your choices to get into the Hollywood area, but that is just the weirdest timing of that. All right, so we've had this crash in Long Beach, southbound side of the 405. This is a Cherry, had the car pulled left lane blocked. That's still the case. There's a backup there for about 5 miles on the south 405. The north 405 also had a stall reported, kind of in the same vicinity, and that's got you backed up to the 605. Northbound side of the 605, we have a new crash at Whittier. It's a 2-car crash in the carpool lane. And then we've had a crash working on the East 10 Santa Monica Freeway. This is at Arlington. It's kind of a parking lot anyway, but it's 2 cars in the middle lanes. And that's backed up, getting away from what looks like about La Brea. And then the West 10 is always heavy. That's heavy leaving downtown, heading out towards Culver City. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or nursing degree in the classroom or online at Vanguard University, ranked as a top 10 university in the West by U.S. News & World Report for 12 consecutive years. At Vanguard Story, visit vanguard.edu to learn more. Our next report is at 8:25 from the Puente Hills Hyundai 24-hour traffic center.
Weak offshore flow and high pressure will bring a warming trend through the middle of the week. Look for lots of sunshine this afternoon with temperatures in the 80s from the coast across Los Angeles and inland Orange County. Lower 90s in the valleys and inland with 60s up in the mountains. Temperatures climb through the middle of the week, but heading into the weekend, we will feel a nice cool down with temperatures dropping back into the 60s. With Southern California's most accurate and dependable forecasts. I'm CBS 2 meteorologist Alex Biston for KNX News 97.1 FM.
Burbank 64, in Santa Monica 64 degrees, Santa Ana 67.
818 hair straightening products can be dangerous for your health. This is according to the National Institutes of Health. Specifically, an increased risk of getting uterine cancer. This is important because the study warns that black women in particular might be more impacted by this, not because of race, but rather because of the greater use of hair straighteners. The study looked at women between 35 and 74 over a decade's time. You can find more info on this in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute.
There's a lieutenant with the LA County Sheriff's Department suing the agency, claiming he was targeted after reporting the death of a sheriff's canine named Spike. The lawyer for the lieutenant tells the department tried to hide the death.
In the Sheriff's Department, they completely covered up the death of Spike. This is a painful death of overheating in a car. And he's not just a dog. Spike is a cop, helping find evidence and take the bad guys to jail.
He says it's time that the sheriff faces consequences for his actions.
This has happened over and over again, and nobody was holding the sheriff accountable for his conduct.
$10 million in damages, that's what they're seeking. A Sheriff's Department spokesman not commenting, saying they have not seen that suit yet.
LA County Board of Supervisors is going to be talking about the homeless in Long Beach today. This has to do with Metro's line and everybody having to get off at the end of the night so that the cars can be cleaned. We've been telling you about this. Some of the people who live in the area, they're upset because they think it goes into their neighborhoods. Janice Hahn, one of the county supervisors, also on the Metro board, and she says she's asking her colleagues to get involved.
It's really not Metro's core mission to address the homeless crisis. I think they're doing it because we've asked them to participate in some of the solutions, but I'm going to ask the county to help Metro.
Again, talk stages at this point. Hahn says the county is more experienced and better equipped to deal with the homeless than Metro. 8:20.
Let's check Tom Busby.
Well, Mike, looking to make sure that prices at the gas pump don't go any higher. The Biden administration today expected to release more oil from the nation's strategic petroleum reserves, up to 15